Now, as you may have noticed, I am wearing a black tabard with a white cross. And you think, oh, that's not important, they're just colors and more colors. I will tell you this, it's very, very important. The coat of arms and the banner that a knight wears, it explains where he's from. It explains who his parents were, who his parents' parents were, who his king is, and who he's fighting for. Now, when we're all on the battlefield fighting and things are crazy and chaotic, the only way to tell friend from enemy is these colors. Without these colors, I might accidentally hurt a friend. I might hurt a brother of mine, and I would not want that. So every color you see, very important. For example, we French, we tend to wear blue. It's what we've always done. Now the English, those dogs tend to wear red and gold. If you see the red and gold lion, charge at them heartily. Now the Germans tend to wear a black with a golden eagle on it. These colors are incredibly important, and everything means something. A chevron will mean something different than a star. A cross will mean something different than a square. Every little detail explains where a knight is from, explains who taught him, explains why he's fighting. All of these things must be noticed, especially by young pages such as yourself. Now, an example of these colors being important. I am wearing a black tabard and a white cross. That means I am a knight of the Hospitallers. We make hospitals. We protect Jew and Muslim and Gentile and Christian alike. We protect everyone who needs our services because that is a chivalrous and knightly thing to do. Now, if you are to see a man wearing a white tabard and a red cross, the same design but different colors, that is a Templar. And we do not like Templars. Templars tend to pick fights for no reason. They kill Muslims without asking questions. They kill because they can, and they've started wars that needn't be fought. But, all that to say, the colors, same design, different colors, entirely different thing. You could say I'm one of the good guys, and they're not. So you must always, always pay attention to the colors. Now, when you are in, say, the Arabic lands, it is easier to tell the difference because we have different styles of armor. The Arabs, they use a lot of cloth, a lot of cotton and leather because it's incredibly hot. That's what we found out when we got to the Middle East. It's really, really hot in the desert. So we got rid of all of our plate mail and we wear mostly chain mail because it breathes. The wind will whip through it. And the Muslims, they wear cotton because it breathes so well. They're so fast and so nimble, and we are slow. And because of that, we fight differently. Now, it's easy to tell them apart when you're on a field of battle with a whole different nation and society, but at home in Europe, we all look the same. And because of that, the colors, I'll say it again, young pages, the colors, you must always pay attention to the colors. Now, as far as why we fight with these colors, it's entirely dependent on where we're from, our homes, our families. Now, I may have a blue color on my crest, but the crest itself stands for my family. It stands for my home. It stands for where I have lived my whole life. And this is usually in a small town or even a city. Now, these cities and towns, they are relatively weak. A lot of wood you can burn down easily. But they all are surrounding a castle, and these castles are made of stone and rock. This is something that fire cannot burn down, and we build these to protect ourselves from our neighbors. So when the Germans come across that creek and that river, we run for the castle, like Chinese children, unafraid of anything. So we run for the castle, and we will fight inside of the castle for years if we have to. I've known of men who have been in castles for 3 years fighting. They eventually got out, thank goodness, but this is why the castle is important, because they will burn the land, they will burn our towns, but the castle will stay strong, and then we will rebuild. It is what Europeans do. We fight in our castles, and we live on the land. Now, where's my page gone? I'm thirsty, and it's been quite a while. There you are, Paige.